Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Zenharu, nestled among the mist-covered mountains and serene valleys, there lived a young man named Kazuki. Kazuki was known throughout his village for his relentless energy and boundless curiosity. However, despite his vibrant spirit, Kazuki was often troubled by a restlessness that he could not shake. His mind was a whirlwind of thoughts, and his heart, though full of dreams, was often clouded by anxiety and frustration. Kazuki's days were filled with tireless work in the rice fields and nights of restless sleep. His breath was quick and shallow, mirroring the pace of his life and thoughts. He sought solace in the temple at the edge of the village, where the wise yogi Daiki resided, a man who was said to have unlocked the secrets of breath and life. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the sky filled with shades of gold and red, Kazuki decided to visit the temple. The path was lined with ancient cherry blossom trees, their petals gently falling like pink snowflakes. The tranquil beauty of the scene did little to calm Kazuki's racing heart. Upon reaching the temple, Kazuki found Yogi Daiki seated in meditation, his presence as still and profound as the mountains themselves. The yogi's breath was slow and deep, a stark contrast to Kazuki's hurried respiration. Kazuki approached and bowed deeply. "Master Daiki," he began, "I seek your wisdom. My mind is restless and my heart is troubled. I work tirelessly, yet peace keeps slipping away from me. How can I find calm and purpose in this chaos?" Yogi Daiki opened his eyes and smiled gently. "Kazuki, sit with me and let us breathe together," he said, his voice a soothing melody. Kazuki sat down and attempted to mirror the yogi's posture, his movements awkward and unsure. Yogi Daiki placed a hand on Kazuki's shoulder. "Before we begin, let me tell you a story. In a distant land, there lived a tortoise named Kame, who was known for his incredible longevity. Kame breathed slowly and deeply, moving through life with a serene grace. One day, he met a curious child named Haruto, who breathed quickly and played with boundless energy. Haruto asked Kame, "Why do you move so slowly, and why is your breath so deep?" Kame replied, "My dear Haruto, life is not measured by years or days, but by the breaths we take. Each breath is a gift, a moment to be fully present. By breathing slowly, I savor each moment, living a long and fulfilled life. Would you like to learn the secret of my breath?" Haruto, eager and curious, nodded. Kame taught him to breathe deeply from his abdomen, like a gentle wave rising and falling. Haruto practiced this daily, and soon he found that his mind was calmer, his body stronger, and his heart filled with peace. He realized that the secret to a joyous life lay in the simple act of breathing deeply and mindfully. Yogi Daiki paused, allowing the story to sink in. Daily, our breath is the bridge between our body and mind. By learning to control it, we can control our thoughts and emotions. Let us begin with a simple practice. Kazuki, moved by the story, followed Daiki's guidance. Together they breathed deeply, filling their lungs fully and exhaling slowly. As the session progressed, Kazuki felt a sense of calm beginning to wash over him. His mind, once a storm of thoughts, began to quiet. "Master Daiki," Kazuki asked, "how does this practice help us live longer and understand the world around us?" Daiki smiled. "Kazuki, with each deep breath we harness prana, the vital life force. Slower breaths allow us to conserve this energy, extending our life and enhancing our awareness. As you continue this practice, you will begin to notice the subtle rhythms of life, just as the yogis of old did. You will find clarity and purpose, not through frantic action, but through mindful stillness." As the evening turned into night, Kazuki felt a profound shift within himself. He thanked Yogi Daiki and made his way back to the village, the cherry blossoms now glowing softly under the moonlight. He was determined to integrate this new practice into his daily life, eager to see the transformation it promised. With each passing day, Kazuki's breaths grew deeper and slower, his mind became clearer, and his heart lighter. He found himself more attuned to the world around him, noticing the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft whispers of the wind. The restlessness that once plagued him began to fade, replaced by a profound sense of peace and purpose. Days turned into weeks, and Kazuki's dedication to his new practice began to bear fruit. He felt more grounded and focused, but he knew this was just the beginning. The wisdom of Yogi Daiki had ignited a spark of curiosity within him, a yearning to delve deeper into the mysteries of breath and life. One day, as Kazuki worked in the fields, he noticed an elderly villager, Akira, struggling with his tasks. Akira was known for his wisdom and kindness, but age had taken its toll on his strength. Kazuki, with his newfound sense of calm and empathy, approached Akira and offered his help. "Thank you, Kazuki," Akira said, breathing heavily. "I fear my old lungs are not what they used to be." Kazuki paused, remembering Yogi Daiki's teachings. "Akira, may I share something with you? I have been learning about the power of breath. It has brought me peace and strength. Perhaps it can help you too." Intrigued, Akira nodded. "I am willing to try anything that might ease my breath and bring me some comfort." Kazuki guided Akira to a shaded spot under a large sakura tree. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves, creating a soothing symphony. Kazuki began to share the practice he had learned, focusing on deep abdominal breathing. Akira, though initially skeptical, followed Kazuki's lead. "Imagine your breath is like the waves of the ocean," Kazuki explained. "Let it rise and fall gently, filling your abdomen first, then your chest. This is called diaphragmatic breathing, or belly breathing." Kazuki continued, "Let's begin with a simple technique called 4-7-8 breathing. First, exhale completely through your mouth. Now, close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7, then exhale completely through your mouth to a count of 8. This counts as one breath. Let's do this together." As they practiced, Akira's breath began to slow, his shoulders relaxed, and a look of peaceful concentration appeared on his face. After some time, Akira opened his eyes, a newfound lightness in his expression. "Kazuki, I feel a calm I have not known in years. This is indeed a powerful practice." Encouraged by Akira's response, Kazuki continued to deepen his own practice. He spent more time with Yogi Daiki, learning about the intricate relationship between breath, mind, and body. One evening, during a particularly insightful session, Kazuki shared his thoughts with Daiki. "Master, I feel more at peace, yet I still struggle with moments of anger and frustration. How can I use breath to control these emotions more effectively?" Daiki smiled, seeing the progress and the questions within Kazuki's eyes. "Kazuki, let me tell you another story. Long ago, in a small village by the sea, there lived a fisherman named Takumi. Takumi was known for his temper, often raging like the storms that battered the coastline. One day, after losing his catch to a sudden tempest, Takumi sought the counsel of an old sage, Yuta, who lived on a nearby hill. Takumi climbed the hill, his heart heavy with anger and frustration. Upon reaching the sage, he blurted out, "Yuta, how can I control this anger that consumes me? It destroys my peace and my life." Yuta listened quietly and then asked Takumi to sit with him. "Close your eyes and breathe deeply," Yuta instructed. "Feel the air fill your lungs and release it slowly. Imagine your breath as the calm sea, undisturbed by the storm above." Takumi followed the sage's guidance, his breaths deepening, his heart rate slowing. Over time, he felt his anger dissipate, replaced by a profound sense of calm. "You see, Takumi," Yuta said softly, "anger is like a storm that clouds our mind. But beneath the surface, there is always a calm sea. By focusing on our breath, we can navigate through the storm and find that inner peace." Takumi practiced this daily, and soon he was known not for his temper but for his calm and wisdom, even in the face of adversity. Kazuki listened intently, the parable resonating deeply with his own experiences. "Master Daiki, I understand. My breath can be my anchor, my way to navigate through the storms of life." Daiki nodded. "Exactly, Kazuki. By controlling your breath, you can control your mind and emotions. Let us practice another technique. This one is called box breathing, often used by those who need to stay calm under pressure." Kazuki's eyes widened with interest. "How do I practice this box breathing, Master?" "Box breathing is simple but very effective," Daiki explained. Inhale through your nose to a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 4, exhale through your mouth for a count of 4, and then hold your breath again for a count of 4. Picture a box with each side representing one part of the breath cycle. Together they practiced box breathing, the rhythm creating a calming effect almost instantly. Kazuki could feel the tension in his body melting away, replaced by a serene focus. "Master Daiki," Kazuki asked, "how does this practice help us live longer and understand the world around us?" Daiki smiled. "Kazuki, with each deep breath we harness prana, the vital life force. Slower breaths allow us to conserve this energy, extending our life and enhancing our awareness. As you continue this practice, you will begin to notice the subtle rhythms of life just as the yogis of old did. You will find clarity and purpose, not through frantic action, but through mindful stillness." As the evening turned into night, Kazuki felt a profound shift within himself. He thanked Yogi Daiki and made his way back to the village, the cherry blossoms now glowing softly under the moonlight. He was determined to integrate these new practices into his daily life, eager to see the transformation they promised. As the months passed, Kazuki's dedication to the practice of mindful breathing brought about a remarkable transformation. His once restless heart was now calm, and his mind, previously a storm of thoughts, was clear and focused. The villagers noticed the change in Kazuki and often sought his advice and guidance. One day, Kazuki decided to visit Yogi Daiki with a special request. He wanted to deepen his understanding of breath control and learn the more advanced techniques that the yogis used to achieve extraordinary states of awareness and longevity. "Master Daiki," Kazuki said, bowing respectfully, "I have practiced the techniques you taught me diligently. I feel a profound sense of peace and purpose, but I wish to learn more. I want to understand the deeper secrets of breath that the ancient yogis knew." Yogi Daiki looked at Kazuki with a twinkle in his eye. "Kazuki, you have come a long way. I see the calm in your eyes and the steadiness in your breath. You are ready to learn the advanced techniques. Let us go to the meditation hall." In the quiet and peaceful hall, filled with the scent of sandalwood and the soft glow of lanterns, Daiki began his teachings. Long ago, in a hidden valley surrounded by mountains, there lived an ancient yogi named Satoshi. He was known for his extraordinary longevity and profound wisdom. Satoshi's secret lay in his mastery of breath. He could slow his breath to such an extent that he seemed to merge with the very rhythm of the universe. One day, a young seeker named Ryota came to Satoshi, eager to learn the secrets of eternal life. Satoshi welcomed him and said, "Ryota, the secret to eternal life is not in the years we live, but in the breaths we take. To master your breath is to master your life." Satoshi taught Ryota the technique of nadi shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. "Sit comfortably and close your right nostril with your right thumb," Satoshi instructed. "Inhale deeply through your left nostril, then close your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale through your right nostril. Continue this pattern, inhaling through one nostril and exhaling through the other. This balances the body's energy channels and brings harmony to the mind and spirit." Ryota practiced diligently, and over time he noticed profound changes. His mind was clearer, his body stronger, and his spirit more at peace. He felt a deep connection with the universe, sensing the subtle vibrations of life around him. Satoshi smiled at Ryota's progress, knowing that he had unlocked the secret to a long and fulfilling life. Kazuki listened intently, absorbing every word. "Master Daiki, how can I incorporate this technique into my practice?" Daiki guided Kazuki through the steps of nadi shodhana, emphasizing the importance of balance and harmony in the breath. "Inhale deeply through one nostril and exhale slowly through the other. Let your breath be smooth and steady, like a gentle river flowing. This practice will not only balance your mind and body, but also connect you with the deeper rhythms of life." As Kazuki practiced, he felt a deep sense of balance and peace. His breaths became smoother and more harmonious, bringing a new level of clarity and awareness. "Master Daiki," Kazuki asked, "what is the ultimate goal of mastering these breath techniques?" Daiki smiled, his eyes filled with wisdom. Kazuki, the ultimate goal is to achieve a state of samadhi, a deep meditative absorption where the individual self merges with the universal consciousness. In this state, there is no separation between the self and the universe, only a deep sense of oneness and peace. Breath is the bridge that leads us to this state. By mastering our breath, we can transcend the limitations of the physical world and experience the boundless nature of our true selves. Inspired by Daiki's words, Kazuki continued his practice with renewed dedication. He integrated Nadi Shodhana into his daily routine, along with the other techniques he had learned. His life became a living testament to the power of breath. Kazuki's relationships with others improved as he became more patient and empathetic. His productivity in the fields increased, and his mind was sharper and more creative. He found joy in the simple moments of life, from the sound of birds singing to the feel of the earth beneath his feet. One day, Kazuki encountered a young boy named Hiro who was struggling with anxiety and fear. Remembering his own journey, Kazuki sat with Hiro under the same sakura tree where he had once helped Akira. "Hiro," Kazuki said gently, "I want to share something with you. Close your eyes and breathe with me. Let your breath be deep and slow, like the waves of the ocean." Together they practiced the 4-7-8 breathing technique and Nadi Shodhana. Hiro's breath began to calm, and a look of peace spread across his face. Kazuki knew that he had passed on the wisdom he had received, continuing the cycle of learning and growth. As the years passed, Kazuki became known as a wise and compassionate leader in his village. He continued to learn and teach, always guided by the profound wisdom of breath. His journey was a testament to the power of ancient wisdom, transforming his life and the lives of those around him. One evening, as Kazuki sat in meditation, he reflected on his journey. The restlessness and anxiety that once plagued him were distant memories, replaced by a deep sense of peace and purpose. He knew that his journey of breath and mind was ongoing, a path of continuous discovery and growth. With a heart full of gratitude, Kazuki breathed deeply, savoring the gift of each breath. He had found his way to a life of calm, clarity, and fulfillment, guided by the ancient wisdom of breath. If you found this video valuable, like and share it with those who might benefit from its insights. Subscribe to our channel for more wisdom and join our community of seekers on this path of self-discovery. Your support is the cornerstone of our mission to share timeless teachings and bring about positive change. Until next time, breathe deeply, live consciously, and let the wisdom of breath guide you.